I told you I look silly. Y'all aren't ready for this. Oh no, I'm about to get roasted. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. This week's video is a very exciting one as I am going to be showing you my teeth whitening routine. I do, however, want to start off by making a quick disclaimer and saying that I am not a professional. This is just something that I have done. This is my personal routine that I use for myself and that I do myself. I have gained these tips and tricks over the years from mostly my in-laws who whiten their teeth on the regular. But it's just a routine that I have found that works great for me. It works great for my husband as well. And if you are interested in using the same kind of tips and tricks or routine, then definitely consult your dentist first, just to make sure that it's a good and safe option for you. But without further ado, I'm gonna just jump right in and I'm gonna start off by showing you everything that I use, or if you are interested in doing this, then everything that you will need to achieve the same routine as well. So for starters, obviously toothbrush and toothpaste. This is the toothpaste that I use. It's upside down, LOL. We're gonna need some flossers, as well as a retainer or some sort of mouth guard that is formed to your mouth. I'll go into detail about that later. Mouthwash, and of course, the actual bleach or teeth whitening system, whatever you wanna call it. This is what mine looks like. This is what the packaging looks like on the back. And that's it. By the way, it's New Year's Eve, so if you're hearing fireworks in the background, just ignore it. You know, people are just living their best life. No big deal. I did want to quickly talk to you about the bleach or the teeth whitening that I use, and it is called Opalescence. You may have heard of it. A lot of dentist offices actually use this brand. They have different percentages. So as you can see, you might can read that, it says 35%. So the higher the percentage is, the stronger the bleach is going to be. It goes all the way down to 10% and all the way up to 35. So I think it's like 10, 15, 20, and then 35, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, 35 is the highest concentrate or the highest strength that they have. I definitely do recommend, if it is your first time using this product, I recommend starting off at a lower percentage and just kind of figuring out how your teeth react to it, the sensitivity level, things of that nature. If your teeth get really sensitive really easily, definitely start off on the lower percentage as long as your dentist says it's okay, and start at a lower time frame. So I'll kind of go into that detail a little bit later, but start off at a lower percentage, build up as time goes on, and that will kind of help get your teeth adjusted to the strength of the percentage of bleach. Also, a random fact to keep in mind is the lower the percentage, the longer that you can actually keep the whitening tray or the whitening in your mouth. And the higher the percentage, the lower that you can keep it in. So I have actually heard of people doing like the 10%, so the lower end of strength, but then they would keep it in overnight. Some people get the 10% and only keep it in for an hour. You know, it just depends on how much you can tolerate, what your dentist recommends. The 35%, which is what I use, I keep in for personally about 2 hours. Now, not everybody can handle 2 hours. I don't really struggle with teeth sensitivity very much, so that is how much I can handle. I also don't whiten very often at all. I would say that I whiten maybe once every 3 weeks, more or less. Like I said, not very often at all. So because of that, I do keep it in for a little bit longer, but I do space out how often I whiten. Now to move on and talk about your retainer or mouth guard, whatever you're using that is molded to your teeth. So if you have had braces and your dentist gave you a retainer afterwards, like the clear retainer that was already molded to your teeth, so it has every indentation for every teeth in your mouth, then that would work perfect. You don't have to go out and buy anything else. If you do not have that, no problem at all. There is a very affordable option for you, which is what I use. This is actually an athletic mouth guard that people use for sports. And I never knew this because I didn't play sports growing up, but my husband showed me that you can actually buy these mouth guards out of the athletic section at Walmart. I think these are like the Wilson brand, and they were only about $1 to $2 each. So about $2 to $4 for both the upper and the lower. And you can actually mold these to your teeth. Now, whenever you buy the actual mouth guard, it will come with instructions on the back as to how to mold them to your teeth. I'm not going to do that today because it's a very easy, self-explanatory thing. Once you buy it, you just read the instructions, then you'll have your own perfect little mouth guard. I will say, using a athletic mouth guard, you look kind of silly whenever you have them in, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, look how thick this is, just like sticking in your mouth. You'll see, y'all are gonna see me look real funny by the end of this, but whatever, it's worth it. Also, I will leave links in the description below for everything that I just mentioned, just so you can have an easy access to order it if you need to. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the actual tutorial of this. So the very first step that you're going to do is to thoroughly brush your teeth. So make sure you are getting every single part of your teeth, front, back, behind your teeth, very back of your molars, everything. So just do a good thorough brushing, and I'm gonna go do that real quick and I will be right back. The very next step is, oh, I just threw that. The very next step is going to be flossing. This is such an important step. Trust me when I say, do not skip this. Do not skip flossing. First of all, don't skip flossing ever. Second of all, if you're gonna be whitening your teeth, definitely don't forget to floss first. Reason being is you have, whether you think so or not, whether you're an amazing toothbrusher, you have stuff in between your teeth after you eat. If you do not floss and get the stuff that is in between your teeth before you whiten, that stuff that's stuck in between your teeth will actually hinder the bleaching trays from whitening that section. So you will have nice, pretty white teeth all over, and then right on the in-betweens, and then at the top of your teeth, it will be slightly more yellow. So if you want a nice, even bleaching or a nice, even whitening, definitely floss before you bleach, always. So I'm gonna quickly do that off camera and I will be right back. I just got done. I cannot speak. I just got done flossing. As you can tell, listen. You know what I'm talking about? How you can like always blow air out of your teeth whenever you're done flossing? That's the true test if you floss good or not. Now I am going to, I don't understand myself. I'm gonna use mouthwash real quick, okay? So it'll take 2 seconds. It's so hot. Why is it spicy? Just kidding. If you know, you know. Anyways, now that I'm done using mouthwash, I am actually going to rinse my mouth with water just to be thorough. I used mouthwash so that it would kill any more bacteria and germs, and now I'm going to rinse any leftovers on my teeth because as you can tell, they're kind of blue, you know? So, BRB. All right, I feel like that is much better. Now that my mouth is nice and prepped for the whitening trays, I am going to go ahead and actually prepare the trays. So, doesn't matter which one you prep first, I'm just gonna start with the top one. You see how there are teeth indentions in there? You only want to get one small dot of bleach in every single indention of, you know, where your teeth are. So starting, I'm gonna kind of show you. I mean, even that I would say is a little bit too much. So going to, again, fill up the top of the syringe. Like that's a perfect little dot. Just stick it right where the tooth is. If you feel like it's not enough, you can put just a tiny bit more. Going to take my syringe again, got a little dot, place it on the tooth impression. And as you are putting bleach in here, make sure you are not getting bleach too close to where your gums are going to be because you will risk bleaching your gums. I know that sounds kind of funny, but it's a real thing and it actually is kind of painful. So if it gets on your gums, there'll be like a burning sensation and it will actually turn your gum white and it can be damaging. So just be extremely careful with the placement of the bleach in the tray. Just going to continue bringing out a little dot and placing it on the impression of each tooth. I don't go all the way back to my last 2 molars just because they're not visible anyways. So, I mean, why would you, you know? And going to just continue this all the way around. All right, so this top one is done. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see a little dot in each little tooth impression. So this one is nice and prepped. I'm gonna set this one to the side, grab my lower, and I'm going to do all the same thing. Same thing with the bottom. I'm not doing my last 2 molars just because they're not visible anyways. Got my bottom one filled as well. So now I'm going to just take both of my trays and I'm gonna look at both of them on the inside and make sure I have an appropriate amount of bleach, basically just double checking my work, making sure there's not any that's gonna be too close to my gums so that it won't be painful or uncomfortable. So it's looking okay. I might need to move some a little bit right here, and you can use a Q-tip as well. I just use the tip of the syringe to kind of move it. All right, so only had to adjust one. Everything else looks perfect. I'm going to wait to put them in because once I put them in, I can't really talk and I'll just sound like a muffled mess. But as far as how long to put it in for, like I said at the beginning of the video, you kind of want to build your tolerance up. You don't want to just go gung-ho and buy the strongest bleach and leave it in for the longest amount of time. It can be very damaging and shocking to your teeth. You want to start off at a lower dosage and a lower time and then slowly build your tolerance to a higher percentage and a longer time. I have the 35% and I have built my tolerance up quite high. I leave mine in for up to 2 hours. That might be too long for some. I really do not recommend that you leave it in for that long the very first time you try. Like I said, listen to your teeth and figure out what is going to work best for you. Now, once you put these in, if you start feeling any discomfort whatsoever, immediately take it out and take a look at your teeth. You may have gotten bleach on your gum line somewhere. That's most likely going to be the cause. Now, you can either just quit right there if it feels too uncomfortable and you're like, you know what, I don't want to risk doing this anymore. Just stop. It's no big deal, honestly. Or if you want to continue, I would recommend getting a Q-tip and wiping off your gum line wherever it touched and making sure that you are thoroughly getting all the bleach off wherever it's touching your gum, and then also going back to the tray and finding where the bleach was meeting your gum on the tray and also wiping off that excess as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and once I do, like I said, I'm not really going to be able to talk. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours and I will show you the before and after. And I will show you the after in a couple of hours. I told you I look silly. Y'all aren't ready for this. Oh no, I'm about to get roasted. This is it. This is gonna be me for the next 2 hours. Cody loves me. I'm not pretty. I hate myself. Okay, I will see y'all in 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. So, step 6. This is the last and final step. Take them out real quick. Y'all don't need to see this. I'm just gonna take these out real quick. I'll be right back. Bleaching trays are officially out and I just brushed my teeth again. Also make sure you brush out your retainer, dry them, and then put them away until the next time you use them. Everything went smoothly. I didn't experience any uncomfort. My teeth do not feel sensitive whatsoever. I just brushed my teeth with cold water, didn't have any issues at all. And I can tell a little bit of a difference. So let me get you in close so you can get a good after shot here. Just for one whitening application, I mean, that's a pretty darn good before and after. You don't want to overdo it, and you don't want your teeth to look unnaturally white as well. Sometimes I start whitening so much and Cody is like, you gotta slow down. Like, your teeth look a little bit too white. Feel like Ross whenever he goes and gets his teeth white and he's like, ding. Oh gosh, I'm so tickled at that episode. It's so funny. Anyways, also wanted to say, once again, just to be patient with your teeth. Everybody's teeth whitens and changes at different paces and at different times. Personally, I have been fortunate enough. I have naturally whiter teeth, and I think it has to do a little bit with the fact that I only drink water. It may take you a little bit longer to get to lighter shades, but just be patient with your teeth. Listen to them. Like, if they are starting to become sensitive, don't overdo it. It's not worth it, you guys. Like, just for looks, like, it's just not worth it. But stay encouraged. Don't compare yourself to mine or anyone else's. Just go on your own pace as you feel most comfortable and as your dentist recommends. Again, if you notice that they're being sensitive, adjust the time that you're letting the bleach sit, and maybe even consider adjusting the strength of the bleach, so the percentage. I hope this helped you guys out. I have tons of questions all the time about how I whiten my teeth, what I whiten them with, and everything. So I hope that answered some questions. If you have any questions at all about my routine, if I maybe left something out, or if you just have any specific questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I would be happy to help. I try my best to respond to every comment. So if you leave me something down there, I'll get to it, I promise. Also, I wanted to say a big thank you to you guys for being so patient with me, especially during this holiday season. Today's actually December 31st, 2020, and I'm filming this it's like 11:39 p.m. It's about to be 2021, which is crazy. But I'm actually going to edit and post it tomorrow. So I'm just trying to cram it in. I start working back on Saturday, and I don't get another off day for like 8 days or something like that. So it's gonna be kind of a busy time. So I really appreciate you guys being so patient with me as I've been working and navigating how to vlog through the holiday season and prioritize my time with family versus work versus vlogging. It's been fun. I've been learning a lot, and I'm really excited to take this new knowledge into the new year. I'm hoping to step up my editing game in 2021. Fingers crossed I have a little bit more time for that. Other than that, I'm not making any sort of crazy expectations for 2021. I'm just going into it open-minded. The only thing I'm wanting to do is just making sure that I am praying and reading every day, even if it's just for a little segment of my day. My pastor just preached a little message, and he talked about just moving, like constantly just moving, and even if like you feel like you take a little step back, at least you're moving, like don't stay stagnant. So that's kind of what I'm trying to keep in my heart and keep in my mind in 2021. I know I'm not always going to be perfect, but I just want to keep walking through the church doors, want to keep moving, and yeah, I'm very excited about that. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, happy new year. And also, shout out to my mom. Today's her birthday. Shout out to you, Mom. I love you so much. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. If you enjoyed the content, you already know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video, please, because it means so much to me. I have been noticing that my subscribers have kind of been going up a little bit, so I'm really, really excited about that. At the time that this is being posted, I think I'm at like 270 subscribers, and I'm just really excited about it. I don't know, good things coming, you know? I just love it, all the good vibes. But anyways, I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!